The 1% money rule I learned from a billionaire that no bank will tell you. If you think rich people just earn more money than you, that's not the real difference. Because the biggest shift I've ever seen wasn't in how much money someone made, it was in how they thought about money. And I only fully understood this when I worked closely with a billionaire, not from a distance, not from a book, but inside their day-to-day world. I saw how they made decisions, how they reacted to problems, how they treated every single dollar that passed through their hands. And what I saw changed everything I thought I knew about wealth. Most people think money is something you earn and then spend. You get paid, you pay your bills, maybe you save a little, and whatever is left, you use to enjoy your life. That's the model almost everyone follows. It's what we were taught. It's what feels normal. But this person didn't operate like that at all. For them, money was never passive. It was never just sitting somewhere. Every single dollar had a purpose. Every single dollar had a job to do. And that's what I call the 1% rule. Rich people don't ask, how much money do I have? They ask, what is my money doing right now? Let that sink in, because that one question completely changes how you see everything. Most people's money is doing nothing. It sits in a bank account, slowly losing value to inflation, or it disappears into things that don't create any return. Subscriptions you forgot about, impulse purchases that felt urgent in the moment, upgrades that gave you a rush for a day, but didn't move your life forward by a single step. And here's the part your bank won't explain to you. Your bank doesn't profit when your money grows. Your bank profits when your money moves. Every transaction, every overdraft fee, every credit card payment you carry a balance on, every financing plan they offer you at checkout. Banks are not in the business of making you wealthy. They are in the business of keeping your money in motion. The more you spend, borrow, and move money around, the more they earn. So when they send you a pre-approved credit card offer, that's not generosity, that's a business model, and you are the product. That's why no bank will ever teach you the 1% rule, because if everyone started asking, what is my money doing right now, banks would lose billions. Now let me tell you what wealthy people actually do, because it's simpler than you think. Before they spend money, they pause, and they ask one question. Is this money working for me or against me? And here's what shocked me the most when I saw this up close. It wasn't that they never spent money, they did, sometimes on very expensive things, but they spent intentionally, slowly, without emotional urgency. While most people buy fast and regret later, this person did the opposite. They delayed decisions. They evaluated options. They removed emotion from the entire process. But when it came to investing, they didn't hesitate. They didn't overthink. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They moved consistently, calmly, strategically, without drama. And that's where most people get it completely backwards. Most people are emotional about investing, terrified of losing money, always waiting for the right time, and then impulsive about spending, buying things in seconds without a thought. Wealthy people reverse that entirely. They become disciplined with spending and consistent with investing. And over time, that difference compounds, not just financially, but mentally. Let me show you what that compounding actually looks like, because this is where it gets real. If you invested just $50 a month into a simple global index fund and you did nothing else, no special strategy, no stock picking, no crypto gambling, just $50 every single month. After 10 years, at an average return of 7%, you'd have roughly $8,600. You only put in $6,000. The rest is growth. Your money making money. After 20 years, that becomes over $26,000 from $50 a month. After 30 years, over $60,000 from the same $50, and that's without ever increasing the amount. Imagine what happens when you start earning more and investing 100 or 200 or 500, And this is the power of consistency over time, and it's exactly what wealthy people understand intuitively. They don't need to get lucky, they don't need to find the next big thing, they just need to keep showing up month after month, year after year. And the earlier you start, the more dramatic the result. Now here's the part that makes this personal. You might be thinking, but I don't have $50 to spare. And I hear you, but let me ask you honestly, do you have a streaming subscription? That's $10 to $15. Do you buy coffee out 3 times a week? That's another $40. Do you buy something online every month that you don't truly need? That could be another $30 or $50. This is not about guilt. I'm not here to shame anyone for enjoying life. This is about awareness, because most people have never actually tracked where their money goes. And when you do, you'll find dollars that are doing nothing for your future, dollars that are silently disappearing into things that won't matter in 6 months. The question isn't whether you can afford to invest. The question is whether you can afford not to, because every month that passes without your money growing is a month where inflation is quietly making you poorer. You're not standing still, you're falling behind, slowly, invisibly. So here's how to actually start using the 1% rule today. Step 1. The next time money comes into your life, from a paycheck, a refund, a gift, anything, don't immediately think about what to buy. Pause and ask yourself, what is the best use of this money right now? Not the easiest, not the most fun, the best. Step 2. Separate your money into roles. Before you spend a single dollar, decide how much is for safety, how much is for growth, how much is for living. Give every dollar a job. Even if the amounts are small, the practice matters more than the number. Step 3. Automate your investing. Set up a monthly transfer into a simple index fund or ETF. Make it happen the day after your salary arrives, before you can talk yourself out of it, before your old habits take over. Because willpower fades, but automation runs forever. Step 4. Track one number, your net worth. Not your income, not your salary, your net worth. That means everything you own minus everything you owe. Check it once a month. Watch it grow. That single number will tell you whether your money is working for you or disappearing. And that brings us back to the most important shift of all. The system around you is designed to make you reactive, to make spending effortless, to make borrowing feel normal, to make investing feel scary and complicated. But wealth is not built in the moments where you react. Wealth is built in the moments where you pause, where you think, where you choose differently than what the system expects you to. That's the real 1% rule. It's not about having more money. It's about directing money with intention, treating it like a tool, giving it purpose, making it work. And once you start doing that, even in small ways, even with $50 a month, your entire financial life begins to shift. Because now your money is no longer controlling you. You are directing it. And that is where wealth actually begins. If this changed the way you think about money, subscribe. Because this is exactly what we do here. Every week, we remove one more layer of mystery between you and your money. Subtract confusion, add confidence. I'll see you in the next one.